Hey Capricorn, I hope that you're all doing great. Thank you so much for being here with me. So, I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch the all signs video I put out, their current feelings for you. This was on Valentine's Day. On that video, I mentioned why I haven't posted in a while. It's because I moved recently, you guys. So everything has just been upside down. It's been chaotic. Everything's better now. As you can see, my background is completely different. I hope you guys like this new setup. But that's where I've been. So I just want to say thank you for being here with me today for your love reading for March. And I send you all so much love and light. So we're going to take a look into your love life now. What's coming in for you this month, experiences you could have, what kind of energy is coming in for you. I do hope that you enjoy the reading. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Lynn. This is Passionate Heart Tarot. Let's get right into it, you guys. Let's see into your love life, Capricorn. All right, before I begin, I just want to take a moment. The white light of Holy Spirit. So, Scorpio, Leo, and Virgo's energy is all coming through. Are any of you involved with one of those signs? It could be cross watchers here, or your moon or rising sign, Capricorn. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Swords as the overall energy. There's something that feels like, are you worried that someone is not telling you the truth or that they're being deceptive towards you? I almost feel like this is a reading to let someone know that the way that they're looking at you, this person is looking at you with the utmost respect. No one could ever dare take your place, Capricorn. No one could even compare to you. This person is looking at you in the energy of a spouse. So if you guys are married, it's spirit letting you know that they're upholding their vows, their promises, and respecting you. It's even more beautiful if you're not married to this person, because it just shows you how seriously they take you, how seriously they take the connection. It just feels like there's worry. Some of you feel worried because the Ace of Swords is like something is being kept from me, and it's like the full truth hasn't come out. But I mean, it's not to gaslight you in this reading, to imply that what someone here feels is not valid. That's not what it's about, but it's a reading to let someone know that they're not keeping secrets, like secrets are not being kept. And that someone is not like going back on the changes that they've made. Because the Hermit and the Death card together, like the Hermit in reverse shows me the way that someone has evolved so much that they couldn't possibly go back to the way they were. They can't go backwards. It's literally like what spirit shows me is the transition of a butterfly. Caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. The butterfly can't turn back into a caterpillar. So this is a reading to let someone know that they're not going to maybe changes that they've seen are not gonna we're not taking a step backwards. Like someone is not taking a step backwards with you. That's what the reading is like. Because things have come too far. Too much has changed. Too much has evolved. It's come too far to go back to the way that it was. For some of you here, this is a reading letting you know that you've come too far and you respect yourself too much at this point, and you've changed to, you've evolved so much that you need to trust your intuition, that you need to be honest with yourself, which is kind of ironic, I know, because I don't want that to sound like it's contradicting the other message. It's not meant to contradict the other message, because no matter what, the reading is to let you know, Capricorn, that things aren't going back to the way that it used to be. So whether that's with you and your current person, and maybe at one point when you felt the trust was broken between the two of you, or whether it's you personally, going back to maybe thinking that someone that's come your way is just like someone else before. It's like about you knowing to trust yourself and knowing like where your self-confidence is, or like getting in touch with that energy. So I don't want to contradict the other message when Spirit is telling you to listen to your own intuition, because intuition is different from fear. That's two different things. Someone here could be listening to their fear, and what they need to do is listen to their intuition and really open up their eyes and see the changes around them. So that could have to do with the current connection that you're in and telling you to trust that it's okay to trust it. Or it's about maybe a connection that you've recently gotten in. Spirit letting you know that history is not going to repeat itself in the form of a new person. To not bring old things that have happened and put them onto this new person, even subconsciously. Or even if you are single, Capricorn, and you're wondering if you should open yourself up to dating again, because maybe you feel called to it, but then your fear kicks in. Maybe fears that history is going to repeat itself, where you feel like you've been lied to, or you feel like you've been deceived. That's not going to happen to you again. And I feel like there's so many empowering messages uplifting towards you, Capricorn, to let you know, that you are someone that is just full of dignity. You're full of grace. You're someone that's beautiful. You're an amazing spouse. You're an amazing mother or father, if you happen to be a man watching this. You're an amazing partner. You're an amazing caregiver. You're an amazing provider. And for those of you that are, currently you're in a relationship and you're questioning things about your person from a place of fear, and maybe now the reading makes you see that it's just from fear and it's not like really what my intuition is telling me, it's what my fear is telling me. You need to know how your person looks at you, all the above. You're it. That list of everything that they could want in someone, that is you in the flesh. The Empress. Wow, this is an interesting reading to me, because it's a lot of advice currently, I feel, for someone to take. But then others of you, it could be future advice to you from Spirit if you start to feel this way. And since it is a general reading, it could also be Spirit showing you what's going on your person's end, Capricorn. Like if you're lucky enough to not have had experiences like this, do you know what I mean? Where you hesitate to trust. If you feel like you don't have any trust issues, it could be Spirit letting you know what's going on with your person. where it's coming from, moreover. And maybe even to a certain extent, some things that they need from you or things that could be helpful for you to say, you know? Maybe even something as small as, you know, I know that this happened to you before, um, but I'll never do to you what that person did to you. You know, little things like that. It's up to you, of course, if you feel like you want to reassure them. But I just can see with when you see overall energy like this, someone has a lot of worry and suspicion on their mind, in their heart, in their energy. All right, I want to look at this Empress. Let's see this Empress energy. Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy? Look at the energy coming through. I'm asking Spirit to show me just more into the energy of the Empress, and it's like doubled down here. The Empress is coming through twice. So I feel like that's such an affirmation to someone for how they're looked at, especially if you had doubts in the reading. The messages that came through from Spirit, if you're still questioning it, I feel like it's emphasized here. Spirit is being emphatic about the way that you are looked at in this person's eyes. And, you know, maybe things have happened between you and them, but that doesn't mean that something is currently happening, because I'd be the first one to tell you, Capricorn, like if there's something about this person not to trust, I will be the first one to tell you. And it's touchy because I don't want it to sound like you're being gaslighted and your feelings are not valid. But then I feel like it's important for someone to just take a look at fear versus intuition, because, you know, I never even like heard anything like that, how it's two different things. So for it to come through from Spirit is even like, it really makes me think, even like on a personal level, as I'm doing your reading, that makes me think like, wow, fear and intuition, like that's two different things. Like I never put that into perspective personally. So it even like kind of made me take a step back in your reading. But that, to see that Empress come through twice like that, is Spirit letting you know, not only personally about how far you've come and for you to trust yourself, and also about how someone is looking at you and that you are worthy. Okay, Capricorn, I want to look at this Death card. Leo's energy is here again, you guys. So I do wonder if are you connected to a Leo, or it could be cross watchers again, moon or rising, or maybe who's coming towards you. If you let yourself choose to open up, if you let yourself choose to open up, there's such a strong message to you here. It's funny enough, but it's just like take the easiest path. Don't if you're new back again to dating and you haven't dated in a while, if something feels like it's kind of all over the place, up and down like a roller coaster, or it just feels like it's difficult for you to connect with someone, as in like establishing plans and like the plans come to fruition, avoid that path altogether. Because for you, it's something that's meant to be a smooth process. So if it feels like it's forced, or it feels like this person is confusing you, that's not the path for you to take. So I even feel like advice is coming through for someone maybe who's recently got back into dating. Take the smoothest, easiest path possible. When it, you know, that whole expression, nothing good comes easy, that doesn't apply to the whole dating scenario. Spirit is saying to you, take the smoothest path. And if there's a lot of resistance or something is being forced or it's just not panning out, don't keep giving some, a connection like that your energy over and over and over again, because they will come to you. Okay, Capricorn, that's what you need to know. When it comes to the whole dating thing, someone is going to come to you. You don't need to be the one who's pursuing anyone. They will pursue you, and that's going to be the one who's the right person for you. Okay, let's look at this Hermit energy. That Leo energy just won't quit. It's coming through over and over and over again. Aquarius as well, you guys. So are you involved with an Aquarius? Maybe your moon or rising is in Aquarius. Leo's here again, so it could indeed be a Leo coming towards you. When it comes to those of you that have fear about putting your trust back into someone, maybe that you're currently with, positive signs to you from Spirit about how far this person has come will be like when you ask them for something, they won't hesitate. They're not going to say no to you out of pride. And that's a tricky energy there because, depending on what you're asking them for, but, within reason, what Spirit is showing me is like that is something that you can see for yourself clearly, Capricorn, when things start to get like kind of confusing for you, when you start to feel the hesitancy that I can see and you don't know whether like what to trust. What you ask this person for, they'll do it without hesitation, especially if it's something that will show that they can do to show you how much they've evolved and how far they've come. So that's like a sign to you from Spirit, and maybe even like a little test. I wonder if you have been testing them and like what you ask them to do, they actually do it. Take that as a very positive sign that things are going well. Everything is in the right direction for the two of you. All right, I want to look at this Queen of Wands. Again, there's this message that keeps coming through for someone, and now Gemini's energy is here, Libra's energy is here, strong energy is coming through. So moon or rising cross watchers, who you're involved with now, Capricorn, or maybe who's coming your way. The Page of Swords in reverse. That's about you, like things falling into place for you. And I feel like that energy makes sense to me. Maybe if you're looking for love and it's Spirit letting you know that it's going to come to you, like that's emphasized again, like you don't really need to pursue or kind of put yourself out there too much. It should be something easy, something that comes to you easily and easily falls into place. It's just about you knowing that it's gonna come to you. That's the thing about it. Because with this Queen of Wands in reverse, there's something about that energy that feels like you need to like kind of relinquish the control around. Relinquish the control. And maybe some of you, your fear relates to controlling things somehow. Like stop looking for something. to be frank with you, like stop looking for something to be wrong. There's nothing for you to look for. And like I said a million times, that's not to gaslight how you feel. That's a sign to someone from Spirit. Like stop looking for stuff to be wrong. There's nothing wrong. Like it's like almost like someone's trying to find something as a way to control. but you can relax. That's what the message is all about for you today, Capricorn. You can relax and trust the connection you have now, or you can relax and trust that love is coming to you. And these messages come from a loving place, not a condescending place. So when Spirit is telling you to relax, it's from a place of love. Okay, Capricorn, I love you so much. That is what I have for you for March. I do hope that you enjoyed the reading. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel or leave a comment. Oh, and I just want to mention my Patreon. That's like my second channel. Over there, you'll find readings that are exclusive to Patreon. I don't post them on YouTube. They're just for Patreon. So if you want to check that out and support that, that would be amazing. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I love you, and I will see you in the next reading.